Hello everybody, welcome to tutorial 11. In this tutorial we'll be installing and using the file comparison program. So Extreme doesn't have its own inbuilt file compare program, so we need to install an external one. The one that I'm going to install is called WinMerge. You can download this from the WinMerge site. It's an open source file comparison program. I'm installing version 2.16.18 and it's the 64-bit version. So, and that's the URL where you can download it is https://winmerge.org. Okay, so let's go ahead and install that. So we'll just double click it. We'll get the security prompt. We accept that. And just the standard, installer, just click next. That's fine. The defaults are fine. I'll go ahead and install that. And we'll just unclick that. We don't want to launch it right now. So now that's installed. So now if we start Extreme. Now to invoke the file comparison program, you press the J key, and that brings up the compare prompt. It's called uses the J key because it's named after Jeff's file compare. Now Jeffrey Johnson, he was a major developer of the original Xtree program, and he wrote the original file compare program for Xtree. So that's why the letter is J. It's just for Jeff's file compare. Even though we're not using the Jeff's file compare, we just use the letter as before. Now what I like to do is I like to find the file that I want to compare to. In this case, this one, and I press the F11 key, and that just copies the file name to the clipboard. So now if I do J to do a file compare, I can press Ctrl V to paste the name of the file I want to compare to. In this case, it's just a backup file, and if I hit enter, that'll start up WinMerge. And as you can see, I just changed a single line from this, and this is the old backup from there. And if I make another change, save that by pressing F2 and Alt X to quit. And if I compare it now by pressing the J key, you can see that was the change I made. And the other place where you might get the comparison program is when you try and do a copy or a move. So if we say copy this file and we put it in this subfolder here, that file was already in that directory, so we get an option to compare it as well. So if I press the C key now, it will invoke the file comparison program, and I can see what's changed. And then I can make the decision about whether I want to copy it or not. So yes, I want to override it, and there, it's copied it. And the last thing I'll show is if you're using a different comparison program, how to change that. So just press Ctrl Q and 0 on the keyboard. They'll go to the installation directory of Extreme, and just find the x64.exe file. There it is, and that's the configuration file for Extreme. Press E to edit, and then Ctrl F to search and then just search for compare, and there we go. So here's the external compare program, and the default is to set up for WinMerge, and you can change that to in any other program that you might have. If you have the original JFC, you could reuse that again, but WinMerge is quite good, so you can use that. And that's about it. So that's installing and using the comparison program.